Wait, we're beavers. What's going on? What's happened? Why is everything so different? What's going on? Where's Yennefer? Where's Geralt? Hi everybody, Sargon Destroyer of Worlds here, and welcome back to another episode of Timberborn. Yes, we are back. This is not Beavertown. This is Rivia. Yes, I am on a bit of a Witcher 3 kick, so we are doing a Witcher themed series here in Timberborn. So I have a bad feeling in Yennefer's attempt to stop the wild hunt, she accidentally cast a spell and turned everybody into beavers. But the good news, the wild hunt is gone. However, we are now experiencing a very life-threatening droughts. Yes, we are playing the Iron Teeth, and this is on hard mode. So this is definitely going to be a challenge. Now, we are on the Helix map. So this is our starting district. We have this winding little river, nice little lake. And you see this really winds itself up to here to be the main water source. So good news, bad news for us. Good news, it's going to take a long time for the drought to reach us. Bad news is it's going to take us a long time for that drought to end. So bad, bad, bad. So we've got some things to do here. The other things I will point out with this map, there is another water source over here, but it flows directly off the map. So not a big help for the moment, but there is some strong potential to dam this up and redirect the water over this way. There's a nice channel. So possibilities for things for us to do in the future. But for the here and now, we need to ensure our own survival. So let's come in here. First thing we're going to do is we are going to place a dam network. So this is going to give us the immediate life, but we also need to worry about these blueberries. So since the river flows this way, this water will disappear as well, this little pond area. Now, it's unlikely for this first drought that we'll make it to get this dam done, but we will try. We will definitely try. And the reason why we're going here as opposed to this way is we currently don't have enough science to get up and over. So that just won't happen in time for the second drought, or hopefully even through the first one. But for now, let's plan out a bit of a path network. Come along here. We might as well just continue that. Next thing is come up from our district center. We got that one there as well. So that's the start. Now, let's also put in some other roads here. Kind of come up and around for some potential future things. But first things first, we need lumber. So come under wood and the lumberjacks. So we're going to put 2 lumberjacks here. Now we are going to come down here and we are going to put a temporary lumberjack down this way. So we're going to make this high priority, high priority, high priority, high priority. Well, sorry, we'll make one. Yeah, that will stay normal priority. Now, before we start things up too, is we do want to do a few other things. We're going to come into food, and we have these beautiful blueberry patch. Now, unlike with the Folktails, the Iron Teeth actually do require the blueberries. They are life to them. So we will come in and we are going to put in, why don't we put in 2 gatherer's flags, and we are going to place a storage. Actually, we're going to place 2 storages. Come in. Now you notice this is different. We are playing with update number 3. So these actual mini storages are brand new to update 3, but as well, the way you select it, hit the question mark, and we're going to do blueberries and then blueberries. We'll make this a second high priority after making that a high priority. So that is good. So we have timber to get our logs, which will help us build everything except the gathering flags. And we've got a storage set up for food, which is going to be extremely important. But the next most important thing is water. So now if you notice the deep water pumps, they do have a depth of 6 versus a depth of 2. Doesn't help us right now because this is only 1 deep. But for now, we will place 2 water pumps. We will pause 1. And then we're going to run a pathing system up. Maybe a nice little district area like that for now. Next thing is, this is going to become a second high priority. So that we very least need to get that dammed up. I think the other thing we're going to do for the start of this, we're going to come in and build a farmhouse. For now, that farmhouse, we're going to place here. Ideally, it's down here in this area. But the problem is we actually lose fertility after basically this dividing line, funny enough. So I think for now, what we're going to do is we will place the farmhouse right here so that we can then come in and plant some carrots. These fields will move later, but for now, get things going as well. We can do a 2-speed. For now, this will be life. And speaking of life, why don't we add some more small, simple storage here? And we will make this one carrots. That one carrots. And we'll make these a low priority. But we'll get this one built here for the berries. It's definitely going to be very much needed. Oh, let's pause things. We forgot to put on our cut command. So what we're going to do is they can cut all these trees down. Come over here. This guy can cut down all these dead trees. There we go. So now they've got things to do. So getting this built is going to be key. The next thing is, let's see if we can, where possible, put a path in. We're going to mark that for deletion as soon as they get across. And the other thing is, as soon as they get across, put another lumberjack flag in here. And we're going to just cut a path down to where the secondary dam will be. Obviously, they can't get there yet. They're building this like mad beavers. We'll just go, go, go. So they're gathering food. You can see these are almost already full. I think what we can do is let's increase the number of builders. We will pause one of the gatherers for now, because we do need things built, and we need them built fast. As you can see, they can't even reach that one yet. So let's speed through the night. Day will break. They will go, go, go. If you notice, we have 11 beavers, 7 adults, 4 little baby beavers. Let's see if we can keep those alive through the first drought. This will be a challenge for sure. Okay, good news is this small warehouse is almost built, which is good because if we look at this, this guy's full up. Why don't we be a little janky? We will move them around so you can start filling up this one instead. Okay, perfect. So now we can store more berries. Now, some of these berries are coming from the initial starting goods. Ooh, we're out of water, or we have no water. So let's get this built. Let's prioritize its construction, actually. Because we don't want the beavers to die of thirst. That would be bad as night falls. But they really need to get that dam built. But as well, if we don't have any water, means beavers will not be alive. So water is life. So they're going to quickly work on this. Still have beavers working on the dam, which is good. Now, from a storage point of view, like these, we have small tanks now. And one of the changes here with update number 3, these aren't just for water. So just like we did with these, hit the question mark. So we can store medicine, maple syrup, or water. We will store water in these. Water is life. Oh, good news. We've got a grown-up beaver. So they're going like mad beavers here. That is max pop. Got one working here. So I think we can do is unpause this. So then collect as many berries as they can so we can survive the first drought. Yeah, it's going to be a while, guys, before you get homes. So, yeah, I know you're upset. But let's worry about the food and water. Shelter will come later, much later. We have a drought incoming in 3 days. That is not good. So we are building a second water pump now. I unpaused it so we can get that construction going. Because we basically, water comes in, water goes out. That's how thirsty these beavers are. So the one pump currently won't keep up with the current water needs of our poor little beavers. This is coming along quite well. But this remains the priority. They have to get across. They have to complete this dam. If not, we will die. And that will be the end of Rivia before it even gets started. So actually from a beaver perspective, do we have any of our main? No, none of our main Witcher folks. So, which is good. Maybe Geralt and Yennefer and Triss will come and save us. So, yes, we are in bad need of some assistance, but they won't arrive. We actually need to breed them. We need to use some sorcery, put them in a pod, some little blueberries, a little water, say some magic words, and then eventually it will pop a new beaver. But we're not there yet. We are concerned about making sure we can survive with the 11 beavers. Hey, 10 are adults, which is good. We only have one vacancy at this point. Make sure it's not, oh, it's this. No. You work here. That's more important. That is definitely more important. Barely keeping on top of the log situation. This is not good. But with 1.2 days, that is nearly done, which is good news. Now, for us to actually survive as a colony, we can't just use these resources. We need to start replenishing them. And the one we really need to start replenishing are our trees. We're chewing through those pretty darn quick. So under wood, we need to use a Forrester, but that requires 60 science. We have 0 science. So 0 science is not good. We're going to come in and with an inventor's hut, we'll sneak that in right there so we can get an inventor going. So that is stage 1 of us getting a Forrester, as well as unlocking the stairs and the platforms, and under landscaping, levees, and floodgates. So science is needed, and that's going to take a bit, especially since our colony is so small. We'll have a hard time employing inventors until our colony actually grows. Now, with that said, ooh, they're already across. They're working their way here. Let's prioritize a beaver here. One pause, one here. Oh, we have a farm. So let's prioritize the farming. We will turn off one of the gatherers. So they're starting to build this dam. Drought starts in a half a day, but there's a delay from when that drought actually reaches us. So it would be a miracle if somehow we get this second dam built. And that means survival for our colony. Now, what I want to do is plan, because we'll eventually decommission this farmhouse. And I want to use this area for some industry. So we're going to come into storage, and we're going to use a medium warehouse. And we are going to put that, here is fine. And then on top of that, we are going to build a farmhouse. And we are going to run a path here. Maybe we can put a staircase. Actually, let's delete this. We're going to move that over 1, and I can tell you why. So if we put a staircase here, we can put a staircase there, but also run pathing along there if we so desire. So let's redo that. We'll come in with our medium warehouse. Here, we're going to put carrots. I don't mind this getting built, but this will be a lower priority. We'll come in for food and then put our farmhouse in. We will pause the farmhouse because we do not want any trees used for that. Okay, 6-day drought has started. Now these beavers will do their best to get across and build this. So let's make that a second high priority to see if they get themselves across. Let's make this a high priority to get that water storage built so that we can store as much water as we possibly can. Now, we do need to get the Forrester, but to get the Forrester, we need lumber. So we're going to need a lumber mill. That lumber mill requires power. So let's come into power. We're going to do a power wheel system for now. And let's put 2 power wheels in. And we are going to put a lumber mill. We're going to pause this lumber mill, pause that power wheel. But we will run the pathing around it for now. And this will become a mini employment district. This guy can be paused now because there's nothing left to cut down. There's nothing in stock, so we can also delete that. That is good news. You know, and eventually we might build this up as well to put storage underneath, but we have to be very mindful. We actually won't be able to do that to start with because platforms require planks. So we need to get the planks built. So we will do that. Get things built. Check on our drought status. Drought has not yet arrived. Oh, this guy's bored. So we're going to fix that problem. Just pause things here momentarily. You can cut down all the trees. That should hopefully shorten the distance of people needing to haul things. In fact, let's see if we can use that to our advantage. We'll put another lumberjack down here for now. Notice we still have 11 beavers. 11 beavers are alive and well. Oh, okay. There's the drought. As you can see, all that is drying up. All these are drying up as well. So that, you know, perhaps is no longer a priority for us to rush across. We will make this a normal priority. We're going to come down here and we'll actually make this a high priority. We do need the inventor. We will make the lumber mill and the power wheel a second high priority. I think we're going to pause these ones for now as well, because we can get this medium warehouse built, and that can be where we store carrots. As soon as this dam is built over here, it should hold back all the water that we need for now. And then we can move a lot of the farming operations over this way and put a lot more forests in here. So, which is what the forestry hut's for. We can now also connect our pathing. This is good news. I think this all remains within range, but obviously if we come here, you can start to see this is going orangish. So having that fully connected is definitely going to ensure we have the range that we need. Now, let's check on employment. I think we can pause these guys here. We're going to pause one of these pubs. Okay, that does give us 2 unemployed beavers. So everybody is working there. Gainfully employed. this actually will pause because he's got nothing to do. So we have 3 unemployed beavers, which is fine for now, because we will eventually have jobs for them, including this inventor's hut. Oh, I made it a workplace party, not a construction site party. So please, let's get dangerous in the lab, and let's see what cool things we can cook up here in the inventor's hut. Oh, we're really low on food. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to expand our crops. And this is temporary. Let's add some sunflowers as well, so we can re-employ some beavers here. Because we barely have food. We have 20 berries. These carrots are only halfway through being ready. So, ooh, not good. Not good at all. We have 4 days of drought, and it's probably going to take a day, day and a half for that water to reach us down here. So, we aren't doing that good, except we just got our inventors going. You can see the things, you can obviously tell there's hard work going on here because things are twirling, in the brains and the minds, and things are going. So, which is good. So 5 science. It's going to take us a while to get that 60 science. No available beavers to work. I get it. I don't want you to work there yet either. Well, but now I do. Okay, so let's prioritize jobs here and here. All that is planted, so we can actually turn off these guys so they can go make lumber. And that lumber will hopefully be ready for us to make the planks. So actually what we could do, why don't we... Oh no, that doesn't help us. Let's come into storage, and we're gonna make... Hang on, let's double check that. Yeah, okay, so we do have to come into this small industrial pile. So this is where we can store some planks as well. So we can use some of our lumber to make sure we've got a nice close storage. Which is nice about these little things is we can use these guys here. And what is cool here, you can see, put a little flag on here to remind you, please store berries. This one will show a little plank symbol. So we can keep some resources close. Uh-oh, people are getting hungry. I get it. Okay, still 11 beavers. 2 days for the drought to end. We are starting to make planks. We have 4 planks. We have 25 science. But oh my goodness. We are having some hangry beavers. If you ever come up on a hangry beaver, not good at all. So they're hard at work. That dam is almost done, which is good news. It would have been better to be done before the first drought, but we just didn't have the capability to do it. So got enough water. 30, I was about to say 35, 34. Okay, we're back up to 35 water. So we can keep this off because we want to keep this fertile land as long as possible. Oh, carrots are ready. So let's get people back employed here. They can start harvesting the food. Beavers will be extremely happy. We have 8 planks and growing, which is good. So I think we're actually... Oh, we can actually pause these guys. Almost across. So close. But that will be done before the next drought. Nothing to build at this point. They even got this built, so they'll start storing some carrots there, which is good. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we need to start thinking about growing the colony. So for that, we're going to come in, and we do need to leave stairs there. This is going to be left open for another, maybe gear workshop. I think what we're going to do is... why don't we come along here? We will put 3 of these breeding pods. And you can see you need 5 water, 5 berries, which we have the water, but we currently have no berries. Now, I also want to provide storage that is in close proximity. So we're going to put a water tank and a small warehouse. And we will make these berries as well. Now, unfortunately, I can't say reserve this water and these berries for these pods, but it will make things closer, especially as the drought ends, which it just did. So, cycle 2, day 1, we will see how long it actually takes for this drought to end. So let's come up here. You can see here at the water source, starting to fill up. You can see the fertile land expanding, starting to creep out. But it's got a long, long way to go, which is why one of our goals for next episode will be probably to come up here and put some floodgates in to hold back as much water as we can so that we can control things, and maybe even put some water pumps up here because this is pretty deep as well. So that is good. Oh, we've got some angry, hangry beavers here. I think that's a little injured beaver. They definitely want a place to sleep, which I get, and we will get to, my friends. We will get to. But we need to make sure you're not hungry. So these guys got to harvest this food. We need the science. Oh, no. We've lost a beaver. Not good. So we definitely need to get the future generation here. So let's get that breeding pod built. I think for now we can probably turn off the lumber mill as well as the power wheel because they do go hand in hand. Oh, it's getting there. So it takes... looks like it takes 2 days for the water to get down here. So that is trouble. But it is what it is. Now that the drought is over, we can come in and turn on one of the gathering flags. So as soon as blueberries are ready, they can start working that. We have 1 free job. I think we can turn off a worker here. I thought I turned you off. There we go. Oh, I accidentally paused. My mistake. So this is good. Those blueberries will survive. And we can also now start thinking about, oh, a little bit of flooding. Okay, it's gone away. But planting our crops actually over in the area that we need them. So we are going to plant a new carrot field as well. We're going to start with some potatoes. We need those. So yeah, there is some work to do. Oh, we have the science. We have the technology. Unlock the Forrester? Yes, please. For 60 science. Now, I want to be able to plant blueberries because we need the Forrester for that. So I think if we put the Forrester... and let's get it zoomed out here. This area is probably a very good compromise. So we're going to build that. And let's get that going. That is a very high priority job for the morning. And we can start planting plenty of trees to make sure that we can continue the expansion of Rivia here. Oh, we need this done. They are out. So I think there's some trees they can harvest over here yet. Yes, please. And the other thing we can do is we can run path network up, mark it over so that we have it leading up here as well. And what is the reach of these? Okay, they can still reach. That is good. Ooh, we're down to 9 beavers. Oh, not good. We need those. Okay, so we have a Forrester. We're just going to pause things here as we get things going. So we're going to plant birches to start. The birches require the least amount of time. So we'll plant 4 rows of that. Now the pines will give us pine resin. So we're going to have to figure out where we want to put a future tapper shack and all that stuff. You know, maybe we'll leave that for up there. Maples. Ooh, actually, before we do that, we're going to take a bit of a mulligan. No, we're fine. We're going to leave it like this. We're going to put a whole lot of maples running up. Over here, we're going to put in some chestnuts. And they'll be within reach of these gatherers' flags. And the other thing we're going to come in and do is put in blueberries. So we are just going to put in a whole slate of new blueberries. Make sure every spot is taken. This is an extremely important job. Boris! Get on it, Boris, my dude. We need you. You are life. Now, speaking of life, 9 beavers. And it's going to be a while before we can start bearing some more beavers. Yeah, we are in trouble, folks. Because these beavers will get old. So, for example, Mathios died of hunger. However, Anna Stenger died of old age. Not good. So, maybe our 7 original beavers are going to start dying out. And we only have the 4 kids that were the younger. So, if we don't get blueberries, this colony will die. So we might as well pause this poor fellow here. He's got nothing to do. But I'm going to come in here. I'm going to prioritize the blueberries. Because those blueberries are needed. They are life. Even though the carrots provide better buffs and along with the sunflower seeds, without the blueberries, we can't grow. As you can see, it says breeding has been halted. It's got the water, but no berries. So without those, yeah, Rivia might die. Now, the good news, we're a +1 in well-being, even though we don't have any shelters, which we should get on shortly. We have other good news? Oh, this is becoming very good news here. We are very close. Oh, which is good. We have a drought incoming in 3 days already. So this is now a super high priority. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to come into storage. Oh, I really wish I could unlock that. So we're going to build a bunch of smaller water tanks as well. So let's do that. I think, yeah, we'll put one there for now as well. So we're just going to make all these water. I'm not sure how long the second drought is, but they get progressively worse, and they get up to, I think, 30 days. So if we don't have the science to hold water, and this storage is not going to be enough. So like I say, our 2 paths to solve this is put a set of floodgate systems up probably here, and then with a whole bunch of water pumps, and then eventually down here as well, come in and maybe put a bunch of levees and a floodgate system to hold back water here. So, because water is life. And then eventually, dynamite. We'll make our own reservoir. Yes. If those that followed the Beavertown series, you know I love using my landscaping tool, aka explosives. Okay, so good news is that is built. That is done. We are across. We will secure and we will keep our blueberry patch alive and well. As you can see, the Forrester's over here planting a whole bunch of new blueberry bushes. Sadly, we're still waiting for the blueberries to all come back to life. This might be the first, so... Yep. We are in a tough situation. Now, with that said, I think we need to pick at least one of these to be the priority for adding more water. I'll make it this one. It's the closest to the water pumps. The other thing we're going to do is since we're across the other side of the river, we are going to put a path network coming up here as well. And we are going to build a second Forrester. But I want to make sure we can get all of this area. So why don't... Okay, we're going to put a Forrester right here. Now we do require more planks. So I'm not sure if we're going to have the wood to do that. Because these will take... Well, they're already 20% of the way there, so they're going. We can turn off the blueberries as a priority. Just allow them to do things. But what we can also do is come up here and we're going to add another lumberjack flag. So we've got further reach. Let's get that built. I think we can get rid of this one. Probably get rid of this one as well. Yeah, because next time we are going to have to start building some homes, but what we can do for now is we get some more trees. Let's just cut down as many trees as we can. Okay, those farmers are very busy. Well, we can add water in here. So we should be fine. And the reason why I'm fairly comfortable, we got plenty of water. We should also next time look to maybe put a water pump on this side so we can use some of that water while we start figuring out our reservoir. You know, because we're going to need levees, which we are many science away. Can also come up here. So debate, we'll have to figure out. Probably for going up and holding back, because you can see large channels that we can take advantage of. And I don't think we can probably reach far enough to really make this totally worth our while at this point. That's just my intuition at this point. So we'll figure that out. Now anybody, please tell me we have a day to go and we still haven't built. Oh no. And we're down to 8 beavers. 8 beavers. This is problematic. Can we survive? I am very worried about Rivia here. We've got a beaver that needs some treatment, so we will come into well-being. So one of the things we have here is teeth grindstone. So maybe what we'll do is where we remove that one lumberjack flag, we will build that so he can fix his broken teeth, make him a little happier. Oh my goodness. And that's why, you know, one thing I would love to be able to do, as I mentioned, is, so I've got these constructed now, water as well as a small warehouse. You know, at the beginning of the game, be like, no, this is for the babies. Reserve this food. But you can't. That is, these beavers, like, don't care. I'm living for the here and now. I'm rating that. I don't care if the colony dies out. I want to eat. And that's what the beavers of Rivia have done. So, oh, thank goodness, only a 5-day drought. We should be in a position to survive. But once again, okay, we're almost there. So let's unlock a gatherer's flag. Now, given that we actually have 50 carrots and 50 sunflower seeds, and we got more carrots coming online, we should be in a position where these blueberries, please. Got 2 bushes that looking like they're ready to just come up. No pressure, no pressure. Just grow blueberries, which I got. They're very yummy. There we go. Blueberries are life. And does he take them to the breeding pod, or somebody come get them, take them to the breeding pod? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller? Somebody? Anybody? Is anyone else alive here? You want the colony to live. Somebody? Anybody? Oh, we have nobody working here. Maybe that's why. Okay, so we're going to pause things. We need to make sure we are allocating our workforce correctly. So we are going to turn off every other job. And there we go. Nope. Psyched me out. Okay, you're filling up water. How about taking the blueberries and creating life? There we go. No, those are carrots, which is pretty cool. There we go. Boris. Thank you, Boris. He brought 1. And Talvar is coming in with another one. And breeding is now progressing. So with 8 out of 11 beavers left, Rivia should survive. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to leave today's episode here. Rivia is surviving the first drought. We should survive the second drought. But as you can tell, Iron Teeth hard mode is very nerve-wracking. So with that, we'll say goodbye for now, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.